Good afternoon. I wanted to talk a little bit today about something we had put in a little over a year ago, and it's been tremendously helpful. And what I'm going to talk about is this fireplace insert right here. We were shopping around for a while for a fireplace insert, and the reason we got one, let me just show you around, is because our family room is a pretty big room, and it's got 16-foot ceilings, and the room is about 24 by 24, okay? So there really isn't enough heat in this room to make it warm. And this room is on its own separate zone. And what happens is the heat, when it gets a certain temperature outside, the heat will basically run nonstop in this room, and it can never maintain temperature. In other words, it won't warm up and shut off. So we figured as though we needed to get an auxiliary heating method now. There's gas, natural gas that's run into the fireplace, okay? And we had a company come out, we bought this locally, and had a company come out and install it a year ago, one of the local fireplace shops around us. Now, this really heats the room up in no time at all. So I leave my heat set on 71 in this room. And sometimes when I come down in the morning, it's 68. And that means the heat's running, but there is just no way that it can bring the temperature in this room up because there's not enough baseboard in this room to do that. So I'm going to show you how this fireplace works, okay? And this fireplace comes with a nice remote, okay? As you can see yourself in the screen there. But anyway, it comes with this nice remote, and we just have to touch it. Okay, and basically the options on here are turn on and turn off. And that's the actual room temperature right there, okay? So let's turn this on. And sometimes I have trouble hitting the right button. Okay, now that's going to come on. All right, the fireplace is on. And now some of the things that you can do with this here is you can set a timer for how long you want it to run. You can set a fan speed. Right now it's off. We can actually put a fan speed on. We can actually set a flame height. So if I wanted this all the way up for some reason, you'd see now all of a sudden the flame is higher. And you can actually set a thermostat. Oh, come on. And you can set it for whatever you want it to be in here, okay? Now, the nice thing about this is that it's a sealed unit, okay? And being a sealed unit, I'm just going to turn the flame down on here a little bit. All right, where are we? Main menu, flame height, and we'll turn the flame height down to 1. You'll see it adjust. See, nice. So anyway, this is a sealed unit. So that means it has a pipe that goes directly up the chimney to the outside, and it has another pipe that comes down the chimney from the outside with fresh air. So there's 2 pipes. There's a pipe going up, exhaust gas, fresh air coming in. So it kind of keeps things running very well. Now, as part of the install, I had to bring electricity up here, but we already had gas in here from a previous fireplace. So when they came out and did the install, they didn't have a problem with hooking things up, sliding it into place, and letting it get ready to go and show me how to work the remote. My only beef with the remote, okay? My only beef with the remote is I wish this would stay on the screen longer, okay? Like you saw how that is. And sometimes it's a little too touchy for where you want to put your finger on it. And in my opinion, it just shuts off too quick like that. But sometimes I'm trying to read it, and then all of a sudden, boom, it's off and not working anymore. But the nice thing about this is this can mount on a wall, and I've never mounted it on a wall. But this has a magnet in the back here. So that means when you put this on the remote, it's going to stay. It's not going to fall off. Now, I'm not going to kid you. The fireplace was pricey. So in other words, this isn't a $600 unit that you're going to go down to the home store, buy in a box, and come and slap it in yourself. Because that just doesn't work out right. But as part of this install, I will take you outside. Merry Christmas. I'll take you outside. A little sunny out today for a change. And up on the roof there, on the right-hand side, is the old chimney stack for the furnace, which I don't have anymore. That's been replaced. The left-hand side is the new one for the heat and glow fireplace. And that's what really makes the whole thing work, because it exhausts the gas directly outside, and it brings in fresh air. And it brings in fresh air to supply the combustion. And I'll be honest with you, in the morning when I come down here, like I said, and it's chilly out, for me, now the fan is already on. The fan is already on here, and it's blowing out nice warm air. Now, you can't hear that because it's nice and quiet, but if I jack it up a little bit, fan speed, you might be able to hear it on 3, and you'll definitely be able to hear it on 4. Hear it? Okay. Now I'm going to put, see, it already goes off too quick. That's my only gripe. I'm going to put it back down to 1. That's flame height and speed. I'm going to put it back down to 1. And then I'm going to shut it off. And that's going to go off now. But anyway, so I was saying this isn't one of those box store things you go down and buy, throw it in the back of your pickup truck, and then just throw it in yourself. This fireplace, bought, installed with the options, meaning an enhanced log set, the charcoal looking thing, the embers that look like they're burning, even the brick backing, which is obviously it's a fake ceramic brick backing, all in, including the ducting, the outside work, the flue work, for heat and glow. This was $6,000. Now I know that might sound like a lot to you, but for me, coming down in the morning when this room is cold, and I don't like a cold house, I will hit the button, and literally in about 10 minutes on fan speed low and flame low, it's already heating the room up. And I didn't have that before, and it's a beautiful thing now that this system is in, and it's proven itself in the winter months. And sometimes the coldest it's been outside to come down here, this room might get to like 64 degrees. And once it's at that temperature, it means it's going to run, the heat's going to run all day. But with this remote, I'm pretty sure you might have seen it. The thermostat function, you set a thermostat, put this over in the middle of the room somewhere, and this will actually turn the fireplace on and off to maintain that temperature that you happen to set it at. So do I think it was worth every penny? Yes. Do I think I paid too much for it? No. Because if you have a cold room in your house, you can't put a price on comfort. And at my age, at this point, I'm all about being comfortable. But anyway, I'm going to find some heat and glow options for you some lesser models. I think Amazon sells some of them. I'll put a link in the description underneath here, and I'll ask you to check them out and leave me some feedback on what you think about the fireplace insert. For me, it was a great move. So other than that, happy holidays to you all, and thanks for watching. Bye-bye.